Very good morning, my dear friends. Welcome you all this wonderful afternoon, and very good morning to you all. So, thank you so much for joining me here. This is Pranav Praveen with you. So, today our topic is on leadership communication, and please have your notepads and pen handy so that it will help us to take some important notes. Right, good. Thank you so much. Thank you. And please do inform all your team members to join the link which I had already shared with you. Yeah, so that it becomes easy for them to know more about how to communicate with the team. Yeah, right. Thank you. I think the live, yes, here it is. Yes. Yeah, perfect. Right. So, if you guys are ready, okay, if you guys are ready, just type I'm ready on the chat window. If you are ready, please type I'm ready in the chat window. If you are ready, just type I'm ready in the chat window. Yeah. Good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let me start with a question. How many of you think for being a leader, yeah, for being a effective leader, communication is very, very important? If you think communication is very, very important to evolve as a leader or to become a more powerful leader, if you think communication is very important, please type important in the chat window. Or you just type I am. I'll take it as important. I am in the chat window. So I'm trying to make things very easy for you. All right. Thank you. So the today's session is all about how to communicate with your team. So that because what I feel is for to be an effective leader, to be successful as a leader, you should be having a proper communication with your team members. You should know the important aspects of communication so that you will be able to communicate your vision. You will be able to communicate whatever you would like to communicate with the team, which will definitely enhance the growth and development of the team. So communication plays a major role in getting the things done, in getting the people inspired to move up. And our business basically being into the system duplication. So communication plays a major role because we as a team has to work together in the same way, in same speed to ensure the maximum success in a very shorter period. So the first key point on for successful communication for a leader is, see, when you are up, call down. When you are down, call up. Please note this line. This is very, very one of the most important thing, or which is this is something which you need to start immediately. Whenever you are up, call down. Whenever you are down, call up. See, now you can see a small picture in the screen which shows two arrows. One is pointing upwards and the other one is pointing downwards. What could you make out from this? Can you just match the picture and the statement, and can you just type what did you understand from this picture or this slide? Thank you so much. Thank you. So, see, when we go to the field, when we work, and when things don't go in our favor, when we have challenges, when we are in a confused stage, or when we are not in a highly motivated state. So, what happens is when we are basically in one single word, if I would like to say it, I can say it is a frustration. Whenever you are frustrated, it is the human tendency that we call people who are our team members, which means our We basically call as downlines or the people who come under our team. So we call them. So when we are down, we call down, right? But when we are happy, when we are motivated, when we achieve something, when we are in a highly positive state or highly motivated state, what we do is we call our leaders. I mean, we call up. But for an effective communication, a leader has to do it in a reverse way, which means when you are in a positive state, when you are motivated, when you achieve something, when you are happy, when you are in a highly positive state or a motivated state, you have to call it down. You have to call down. So when your mood is up, you have to call down. You have to talk to your downlines. When you're in a positive state, when you are highly motivated state, when you have achieved something, which means your emotions are high, your emotions are in positively high. So when your emotions are positive, you need to call down, call your downlines. And when you are not in a good mood, when you are frustrated, when you are in a confusion, when you are have lots of doubts, that is when, so your emotions are down. So when your emotions are down, you need to call your upline. You know why? See, whatever is our state, we start spreading it. We start see the emotions are infectious. It's contagious. It spreads like it spreads very fast. So when you are in a negative state, you if you call your team members, which means your downlines, what happens is you start showing the frustration and negativity towards downline, and he gets infected out of it, and he will carry it to his downlines, and the entire team becomes negative. But when you are down, when you call your, okay, well, before going to your down state, when you are up, when your emotions are high, when you call your downline, the same positive emotion radiates to your downline. He gets infested with this positive mood or for positive emotions, and he will carry the same thing to his downlines, which will push the team further. So when the negativity goes down, the team slows down. When the positivity goes down, the team will move faster. So when your emotions, when you're emotionally down, please don't call your downlines, call your upline. When your emotions are up, which means you're positive, you need to call your downlines. See, when your emotions are, you might ask, so what happens if my emotions are down? If I call my leader, wouldn't he get invested? No, reason being, your downline, he knows he has a higher emotion, he has an higher emotional intelligence where he can manage your emotions and he can make you positive. He can understand what is your situation. He'll be able to understand what is your what is that you're going at that point of time, and he will be able to identify that, and he will be able to counsel you in the right way, because he might have already been in the same state some time back, and his leader would have motivated him. So he knows he has already lived this moment in the past. So he will be able to motivate you, and he will be able, he will be the right person to guide you. So when you are down, call your upline. When you are up, call your downline. How many of you like this point? And if you like this point, if you're clear with this point, if this with the secret, just type up down, up down. Just type up down. Thank you. And let's go to the next step. Next step is you got to set clear expectations. You got to set clear expectations when you are communicating with your team. See, what happens is you might be a full-timer, you might be working as a full-timer with this profession, with Prestige, and maybe your downlines, your team members, they might be a part-timers. There are chances. So when you call them up, then you, by default, you expect them to pick the call and answer, right? Or you want them to do something and you expect them to do it immediately. Right? So what happens is, when you call your downline, and if he is, let's say he's a part-time, he's into some other business, he's having a business, or he's working in a salaried job, and along with that he has taken Prestige as an alternate source of income. and you call him up, and if he does not pick the call, you get frustrated, right? Or you call him and you wanted to speak for 15-20 minutes, but he's in his office, he's not able to talk to you, and but you keep on talking, he gets frustrated. Or you give him a task, you ask him to do something which is very very important for his for the business, but he's not able to respond back to you on time, and you start calling up, he feels the pressure and he stops picking your call, or he stops answering your call, right? Things happens, and you might call him for a meeting, but because of his other commitments, he's not able to come for the meeting. So what this is where we need to get set clear expectations. See, for you, first let's understand, for you, this is the most important business. And that might not be the same case with your downlines. For them, this might be one of the options. Same with your customers. Yeah. So when you talk to your downlines, when you work with your downlines, with your team, you need to set clear expectations, which means you need to tell them the moment they join, the moment they show interest, the moment they have one, the moment they are committed to do this business, you can't expect them to work for the all 24 hours. Yes, there are full timers who will be ready for that, but at the same time, there could be part timers who will not be able to give you the same amount of time what the full timer can give you. Right. So what you got to do is you need to set a clear expectation, and you need to tell them, see, every week, this is the day we will meet. And it could be that particular day you can do a home meeting, you can do a one-to-one counseling or a goal setting exercise or a review meet, whatever. So you need to set a clear expectation. It has to be systematic. Every week it should be the same day. And if it is and you need to tell them, this is the time you will call them. Let's say you every 2 days you talk to them, or every 3 days you talk to them, or maybe every day you talk to them, and you need to give them the timing on at what time you will be calling them, and let it be a standard time. I don't say if you say at 7:30 and call them exactly at 7:30. You can have a buffer like 7 to 7:30 or 7:30 to 8:30. This is the time I'll call. So set those clear expectations. Set those clear expectations. And sometimes what happens is people feel that you are calling them to lots of meetings, and because we will be having different types of meetings, and some of them, they feel that you're calling them for more meetings. You need to clearly set an expectation. See, when you set them the goals, when you set their goals, you need to clearly communicate with them what are the important meetings and trainings that they should not miss. And when is that going to happen? And any meeting or events has to be promoted well in advance. There should never be a last minute invitation for any meeting, counseling, or trainings. So have a clear expectation, set clear expectations with your downlines, and you can also check with them what is their convenience, what time is convenient for them, which day is convenient for them, which location is convenient for them. You need to understand their expectations, and then you have to put forth your expectations. And both of you and your team member or with your leader, you need to come out with a most feasible time, date, and location, so that when you set this expectation, it becomes very easy. And there will be sometimes, see, every time you can't be calling them up and taking the information, but some information should be through, you can use emails or WhatsApp messagings. So every day, if you would like to know the PV or the joining from your downline, it is not necessary that every day you have to call them. Make a system, set expectation saying that every night, every day at this particular time, during a particular interval, they'll have to update the PV and joinings or the meeting status. So whatever communication you would like to have with your team, just set clear expectations with your team. Right. So if you like the second point, just type set expectations, or SE in your chat window. SE. Thank you. So now let's go to the third point, and connect with your team connect with your core team on weekly basis. Which is your core team? The core people who has taken this business, your business, or they who are working with you as this, considering this business is their lifetime. They are your core people, right? Who has bigger dreams, who are ready to work with you. Core people are the people who have bigger dreams and who are ready to work with you. And with these core people, see, to become successful in any direct selling business, there are two things. One is you need a core team. And this core team are the people who have bigger dreams and who are ready to work with you. Let's say a person has a bigger dream, but he is not ready to work with you. He is not ready to listen to you. That means he is not a core member in your team. He's a member, that's it. Right? Core people are the people who have bigger dreams and who are ready to work with you. And this core team has to follow the system. Systems are certain things or certain working procedures which has to be followed for a sustainable period of time. And if a member who has bigger dreams and who's ready to work with you, and if he's not ready to follow the system, then I'm very sorry, he's not your core member, he's just a member. For you should consider a person as a core team member only when he is ready to work with you and follow the system. See, when I say the system is not something which you force them. System is something which, as a team, you agree upon to certain principles which you are ready to work for a longer period of time. Clear? So, with this core team, you need to connect with them every week. You have to connect with your core members every week. And this meeting has to be in person. And nowadays, I understand due to this lockdown, and you might have core team members in longer, who are in far away places. With those people, yes, you can connect with them through video calling or Zoom calling or whatever, whichever facility or whichever technology you use, software you use, you need to connect with them. So it has to be a face-to-face interaction. That is more important. It should not just be a phone call. Phone call is something which you do every time, every day. But this weekly meeting has to be, the core team has to meet every week. The core team, all the core team members has to meet every week, and the core team will discuss about what has happened in the last week, whether the core team has achieved their targets, or whether the core team has completed the task which was agreed upon in the last meeting. And then the core team will see the progress. How are we progressing as a team? How fast are we progressing as a team? What level have we achieved? Right? And then you will be planning for what are the activities that we'll be doing for the coming week or the next week. So every month beginning, your core team, when I say your core team, you will be having your frontliners, and in each team will have a frontliner, and in each team you will be having under them you will be having some more people who might also be your core members. So with you can either, if the core team is the frontliners are very less, initially when you have a very small team, you can have meetings with all these people together. If the members are more, each team you can have a separate meeting, right? And every month beginning you will set the target. It can be on the pin level, it should be on the PV, and it should be on the income of those people, and the number of achievers that they're going to create for that particular month has to be decided. And every week, and to achieve all this, if for every week there should be a planned activity. The activities for the entire month has to be planned. And every week, the team will come together and have a review on what are the activities which has been done, how much PV has increased, which are the locations where the maximum PV has increased, and we'll understand, identify what helped the business grow. And we will also find out what are the stopping stones which is stopping our growth. And we'll find out the solution and implement those solutions in the future, I mean the coming weeks, so that every week when you discuss and every week when you come together and when you plan, when you identify the opportunity for growth, and when you find out the solutions and you start working as a team, your business will move faster and you will be able to create more achievers in your team. So with your core people, it has to be a weekly connect. With your core people, it has to be a weekly connect. And I hope all of you have all of you know your core members. And if you don't know your core team members, then I think you should sit today and find out, write down who are your core members. And if you have any difficulty finding out, just connect with your mentor and he will be able to help you. So are you ready to connect with your core people every week? If you are ready, just type connect weekly in the chat window. Thank you. And next, communicate weekly with your entire team. You have to connect with your, see earlier what we discussed was the core team. Same way you will have to connect with your entire team. With core team, we were discussing that we'll have to connect with them with person to person, with the team, with the core members. You'll have to have a face-to-face interaction. And if they are very far, or if there is a lockdown in your area, then probably you can connect with through some video callings. But this core team meeting will be it could be an individual counseling, it could be an group counseling, but connecting with your entire team every week, this is not a counseling, this can be through meetings or a trainings. Like you can have a mass gathering where you conduct meetings, weekly meetings, like a business opportunity presentation, or it could be mass meetings where you'll be doing an CNT or an orientation session, or it can be an program where the entire team comes together with new prospects, and we'll be doing a success seminar, or it should be a bigger event. Connecting with your entire team has to be a bigger event. It can be through an online, even through online or an offline mode. So every week you need to communicate with your team, because your team, your team CE is looking at you as the leader of the group. Okay, and it is your vision mission which will drive the team. And if you want to drive your team with your vision and mission, if you want the entire team to plug in into your system, and if you want the entire team to work closely with you, if you want them to work in the direction that you show them, provided if your direction is right, and if you want them to follow the right steps which you are communicating with them, you got to connect with your team every week. You have to connect with your team every week. Clear? So let's connect with our entire team on weekly basis. So just type communicate weekly. See, the earlier one is connect. This is communicate. And communication can be through a training program. It can be through an audio. It can be through most preferably, if you're not able to do a live session, which when I say live session, it's like a hall meetings, then you can go for a online session for right now. Right? So just type communicate weekly on your chat window. Communicate weekly. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And next one is appreciate your team members willfully. See, appreciation has to be a part of your daily life. It has to be your habit, because people like appreciation. People crave for appreciations, right? It's a human nature. People love appreciations. People love appreciation, and at the same time, people love or people like people who appreciate them. So appreciating people, don't be stringent in appreciating people. Willfully appreciate them. Give as much as possible appreciations to people. Try to find out every small thing in a person to appreciate him, because every small appreciation will create a bigger impact and bigger difference in a person's attitude and action. So start appreciating people. Don't wait for a month and for a person to achieve certain level to appreciate. You meet him, you talk to him, you find a small point you can appreciate with them. You find a special talent with them, you can appreciate them. You find you like something in them, you can appreciate them. They move up, their PV is increasing than more than the last week. Let's say their PV is increased from last week to this week. Let's say there is an increase into 300 PV, no problem, appreciate it. Right? So you have to, and when they change their pin levels, appreciate them. When they do something good, appreciate them. When they sponsor new front end, appreciate them. So try to appreciate them wherever and whenever possible. Make it as a habit to appreciate at least 3 people every day. Make it your habit to appreciate 3 people every day. Right? And whenever you get a chance, please appreciate people, your team members. That will make a very big difference, because people like appreciations and people like people who are appreciating them. And that makes them see you as a great leader. And that makes them connect with you very closely. When your team members connect with you very closely, it is very, very easy for you to motivate them and move them towards their goals. And when you appreciate them, they feel the sense of belonging. They feel that they are the part of your team. They are the part of the family. That rapport and that connection will actually drive them much more. They will have that sense of belonging. Right? So are you guys ready to appreciate? Are you ready to appreciate 3 people every day? If you are ready to appreciate 3 people every day, just type appreciate 3 in your chat window. Appreciate 3. Appreciate 3. Thank you. Right. Next is monthly face-to-face interaction. Earlier we discussed about core meeting every week, right? And with all your important leaders at any level, you should also have a face-to-face interaction. Because when they come for a meeting with their team, your core team leaders, they might not be able to share anything and everything. They might not be able to share with you anything and everything in front of their downline. So connecting with your team members, the frontline leaders on a weekly basis, that too having a face-to-face interaction is very, very important. One is this face-to-face interaction can be over a breakfast or over a lunch, or it can be a one-to-one counseling or a one-to-one meeting, and it can be about discussing about their dreams and aspirations, and reworking on their dreams and aspirations. And so it is very, very important for you. It is very, very necessary for you to have a face-to-face interaction with your team members. See, most of the time, the team members, they one single reason or one big reason or one important reason why the performers in a team they become inactive or they get demotivated is when they are not able to communicate with their top leaders. When they are not able to communicate with their top leaders, they become demotivated. They are not able to share. They don't find anyone else credible to give them the right guidance. So that is when there are chances that they might leave your team. So having a monthly face-to-face interaction with your individual core leaders is very, very important. So can we have a face-to-face interaction every month with the team core leaders? If you are ready to do a face-to-face interaction, just type FTF. FTF means face-to-face. Thank you. Thank you so much. And to be an effective leader, and you should be approachable. You should be accessible. You should be accessible, and you should respond promptly. See, at any time, any point of time, your team member should not hesitate to connect with you. You should be accessible. You should be approachable. It is very, very important for a leader. Even a new member, he should feel easy. He should feel happy. He should feel that you are accessible. The accessibility can be through over the WhatsApp or I don't mean it's only a face-to-face interaction. It can be through WhatsApp. It can be through social media or at any channel. You should be accessible. And whenever your team members, whether they are asking for a query or whether they are raising a complaint or whether they are asking for a solution, you have to respond and never ever react. Never ever react. See, when your team members, when they are reacting and when they are exhibiting, let's say, a down emotion, whether, let's say, angry or frustration, it is okay with them. But when you exhibit your frustration, and people will take it in a different way because they see you in a much higher position. When they see you in a higher position and you got to be more responsible, and you should be very sensible in handling things. So you should be accessible. At the same time, you need to respond very promptly and politely, and never ever miss or never ever just let the interaction go away. You need to respond. You can't escape or you cannot just leave it as it is and you can't go away. You need to respond because there are many people who will be watching, and how you respond and how fast you respond will make you more credible among your team. So be accessible and be responsible and respond very promptly. When you follow these steps, when you follow these steps for communication, while you communicate, you become an effective communicator. You become an effective communicator. Right. So hope you liked all these points. Hope you liked the points of the methods of effective communication. Let me take you through this once again. Let's have a quick recap. So the point number one is for effective communication, when you are up, call down. When you are down, call up. And next is set clear expectations. Second one is set clear expectations. Third one, connect weekly with your core people. Third one is connect weekly with your core people. Fourth one is communicate weekly with your entire team. Communicate weekly with your entire team. And next one is appreciate willfully. You need to appreciate at least 3 people every day. Don't reduce it. You can increase it. Yeah. And have a face-to-face interaction with your core team members, individual face-to-face interaction with your core team members every month, at least with your core leaders, and be accessible and respond promptly. right? So these, so can you just write down what are the points that we discussed in the chat window? Please write down the points. Right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I understand you have enjoyed the session. Right. So we will be coming up with more sessions in coming days. Right. So do use this communication as a tool. Do use these tips to have an effective communication with your tool, so that you emerge as an excellent and a powerful leader, and you set example and you become the role model for your team on how to become a best communicator or best effective leader. So this video will be available on this link on my this page, and do share with your team members, so that if even if they have missed the session, they can have the recordings played, and they can learn. And people who have been subscribed for this channel, please do subscribe, because we will be doing all these sessions in this channel. So whenever we do a session, you get an alert, so that you don't you get a reminder alert, so that you don't miss the session. And do share the channel with your team members, so that it will be useful for them. So thank you so much. Wish you wealth, and God bless you all. Thank you, and see you on the top. Thank you.